Before we dive into today's story, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and stay with us. Because what you're about to hear might change the way you look at the coins sitting quietly in your drawer. Now imagine this. It's a calm afternoon. You open an old wooden box, maybe something you haven't touched in years. Inside, there are coins, ordinary at first glance. But then, one catches your eye. A 1 rand coin from the year 2000. Simple, solid, familiar. You've probably seen it before. Maybe you even spent one without thinking twice. But what if I told you that sometimes the most ordinary things carry stories far more valuable than gold? Let's take a closer look at this coin, not just as metal, but as a piece of time. The year 2000 wasn't just another year. It marked a turning point across the world, a shift into a new millennium. South Africa itself was going through transformation, growth, and redefining its place on the global stage. And right there, in people's pockets, was this 1 rand coin, quietly witnessing history. The design of the coin is not random. Every line, every symbol has meaning. On one side, you'll notice the national coat of arms, representing strength, unity, and identity. It's not just decoration, it's a reminder of a nation's journey. Flip it over, and you'll find the springbok, a symbol of grace, resilience, and pride. This animal has long represented South Africa, and its presence on the coin gives it a sense of life, movement, and character. Now here's where things get interesting. To most people, this coin is worth exactly what it says, 1 rand. Small change, something you might overlook. But collectors, especially those who've spent decades studying coins, see something else entirely. They look beyond the face value. They look at condition, rarity, and subtle details that most people would never notice. For men who have lived through decades of change, who understand the value of patience and history, coins like this are more than objects. They are connections to the past, to memories, to moments that shaped the world. That's why coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a quiet pursuit of hidden stories. Now let's talk about rarity. Not every 2001 Rand coin is special. In fact, millions were produced. But here's the key: condition and variation. If a coin has been preserved in near-perfect condition, with sharp details, no scratches, and original shine, its value begins to rise. Collectors call this uncirculated condition, and it makes a world of difference. Then there are rare variations, small minting errors, or unique characteristics that happen during production. These are the real treasures. A slight misalignment, an unusual marking, or a difference in metal composition can turn a common coin into something highly desirable. And the fascinating part is, many people don't even realize they have one. Think about that for a moment. Something sitting in your home, unnoticed, could hold far more value than you ever imagined. Now, let's speak directly to you. If you're someone who has seen years pass, who understands that true value often hides beneath the surface, then this is where your attention matters. Coins like the 1 Rand 2000 reward those who take the time to observe, to learn, and to appreciate the finer details. You don't need expensive tools to start. Just good lighting, a careful eye, and a bit of curiosity. Look closely at the coin's edges. Check the sharpness of the design. Notice the shine, the wear, the tiny imperfections. Each detail tells a story about where that coin has been and what it has endured. And here's something many people overlook: the emotional value. Coins pass through hands, across borders, through decades. They witness transactions, journeys, and lives. Holding one is like holding a silent witness to history. That alone makes it special. But of course, we can't ignore the question everyone eventually asks. What is it worth? Here's the honest answer. A standard 1 Rand 2000 coin, in circulated condition, usually holds only its face value. However, if you happen to own one in excellent, uncirculated condition, collectors may pay a premium. And if your coin has a rare minting error or unique feature, its value can increase significantly, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands depending on demand. Now let's address the number you've been waiting for. There are claims and rumors that certain coins can be worth millions. While those stories capture attention, The reality is more grounded. A 1 Rand 2000 coin is not typically worth $9 million. However, the idea behind that number isn't entirely meaningless. It represents the potential hidden in everyday objects when rarity, condition, and demand align perfectly. So instead of chasing unrealistic figures, focus on what truly matters. Knowledge, awareness, patience. Because in the world of coin collecting, those are the real currencies. And here's the powerful takeaway. The next time you see a coin, don't dismiss it. Don't assume it's just small change. Take a moment. Look at it closely. Because sometimes, the smallest things carry the greatest stories, and occasionally, unexpected value. Before we begin, take 1 second and subscribe to this channel right now. If you respect history, value real money, and want to know which ordinary-looking coins can change lives, subscribing today means you won't miss the next story that could surprise you even more. Now imagine this. You are holding a single coin in your hand. It feels ordinary. It looks familiar. You may have even carried it in your pocket years ago without a second thought. But this coin is not just metal. It is a silent witness to history, power, survival, and value that most people never understand. Today we are talking about the 1 Rand coin from South Africa, dated 2013. A coin many men have seen, touched, and spent without knowing its deeper story. For men who have lived long enough to understand that real value is often hidden, this story will hit differently. The 1 Rand is more than currency. It represents a nation shaped by struggle, resilience, and strength. South Africa's journey through change, independence, and identity is pressed into this coin. Every line, every edge, every mark carries meaning. The year 2013 matters. This was not just another year. It came at a time when South Africa was balancing tradition and transformation. The coin reflects that balance. Strong, simple, and purposeful. It was designed to last, just like the men who understand the weight of time and experience. The 1 Rand coin is made to endure. It passed through countless hands. Workers, businessmen, farmers, soldiers, and fathers carried it. It paid for bread, fuel, and daily life. But very few ever stopped to ask, could this coin be worth more than its face value? Could it hold something extraordinary beneath its ordinary appearance? Collectors know something most people don't. Not all coins are created equal. Small differences create massive value. A slight variation in strike, a limited batch, a minting detail overlooked by the public. Coins like this become legends quietly, without noise, without attention. Until one day, someone discovers the truth. Men over 55 understand patience. You know that the biggest rewards don't come fast. They come after years of waiting, watching, and knowing when to act. Coin collecting is no different. The most powerful pieces are not flashy. They are rare in ways the average person cannot see. The 2013 1 Rand coin carries such mystery. Certain examples from this year were produced under unique conditions. Limited runs, special minting circumstances, coins that were never meant to stand out, yet today stand above millions of others. These coins are not common anymore. They are hunted quietly by serious collectors who understand long-term value. This is not about luck. This is about knowledge. The kind of knowledge men gain after decades of life. Understanding that history, scarcity, and condition determine worth. A clean, untouched coin from the right batch can be worth more than gold to the right buyer. Picture a collector sitting in a quiet room, magnifying glass in hand, heart beating slowly. He knows what he's looking at. He knows the market. He knows how few exist. That 1 Rand coin, dated 2013, becomes something else entirely in his eyes. It becomes an asset, a legacy, a story. Coins like this are passed down. They outlive their owners. They move from one generation to the next, gaining value not just in money, but in meaning. A man who understands value doesn't dismiss small things. He inspects them carefully. Many people chase fast money. They ignore coins, stamps, watches, and artifacts. But men who have lived through economic cycles know better. They know tangible history holds power, especially when the world changes and paper promises fade. The 1 Rand coin from 2013 stands as a reminder of that truth. It teaches us that wealth is not always loud. Sometimes it sits quietly in a drawer, a wallet, or a forgotten box, waiting for the right eyes to see it. Now here is where everything changes. Because while most 2013 1 Rand coins are worth face value, a very specific version, in exceptional condition, from a rare minting variation, has shocked collectors worldwide. Private sales, not public auctions. Quiet deals between serious buyers. That coin, when authenticated, preserved, and matched to the rare specifications collectors search for, has reached a value that most people would never believe. Before we dive in, take a moment and hit that subscribe button. If you've ever been fascinated by history, the stories behind everyday objects, or the thrill of discovering hidden treasures, you won't want to miss what we're about to explore. Trust me, this isn't just any coin. It's a story waiting to be held in your hand. Now, I want you to think about a coin you've seen countless times, perhaps even tossed carelessly into your pocket or left in a drawer. That simple, unassuming piece of metal might just be hiding more than you ever imagined. Today, we're talking about the South African R1 coin from 2023, a coin that's quietly catching the attention of collectors and investors alike. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why its value might surprise you, and why owning one could be more than just owning money. The R1 coin has always been a symbol, not just of currency, but of identity. South Africa, a nation rich in history and culture, has crafted coins that reflect its journey, its struggles, and its triumphs. Each detail engraved, each curve and texture tells a story. And the 2023 R1 coin is no exception. Unlike everyday coins, this edition carries subtle differences that make it stand out to collectors. At first glance, it might seem similar to other R1 coins, but the discerning eye notices the finer touches, tiny design changes, unique minting features, and an aura of exclusivity that only recent issues can offer. Now, let's talk about the craftsmanship. Modern coin minting isn't just about stamping metal anymore. It's a precise art. The 2023 R1 coin underwent a process that balanced tradition with innovation. The design maintains the iconic national symbols that have defined South African currency for decades, but with a subtle refinement that gives it a contemporary edge. The finish is smoother, the engraving sharper, and the weight slightly different than previous editions. To the casual observer, these changes might go unnoticed, but to a collector, or anyone who appreciates fine workmanship, they are what make this coin remarkable. And speaking of collectors, the audience we're speaking to today, men who've lived through decades of change, who remember coins not just as money but as milestones, is precisely who should take notice. You've seen economies shift, currencies come and go, and yet there's something uniquely satisfying about holding a piece of history that hasn't just been used, but preserved. This coin isn't just metal. It's a link to the present and a window to the future. Its rarity isn't about scarcity alone. It's about timing, condition, and the story it carries forward. That let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. Coins have been more than currency throughout history. They've been tools of power, symbols of pride, and even keys to unlocking fortunes. Collectors often say that investing in coins is a way to invest in time itself. Unlike stocks or bonds that fluctuate with the market, a well-chosen coin can carry a legacy. It appreciates not just in monetary value, but in significance. The 2023 R1 coin is positioned perfectly in this context. It represents a modern chapter in South Africa's rich numismatic story. Now, here's where it gets particularly interesting. The coin is made of durable alloys, designed to last decades, resisting wear and maintaining its aesthetic appeal. But more than that, the design itself carries meaning. Every edge, every symbol, every line was carefully considered to reflect national pride and cultural heritage. There's an elegance to it that isn't just pleasing to the eye. It resonates with those who understand that value isn't just in price, but in presence. Holding it, you feel connected to a lineage of coins that have circulated, endured, and remained significant for generations. Collectors have a saying: it's not the coin that makes the collector, it's the collector that makes the coin valuable. And this R1 coin is a perfect example. The more people who recognize its uniqueness, the more it gains prestige. Right now, interest in coins from the early 2020s is growing rapidly, and the 2023 edition has quietly emerged as a sought-after piece. Its subtle variations from previous years, whether in design, mint mark, or finish, are creating a niche market that savvy collectors are noticing. This isn't hype. This is careful observation of trends, the kind of insight that seasoned collectors and investors prize. And there's another factor that can't be ignored: the emotional connection. For men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, coins carry memories. They evoke nostalgia, pocket change from childhood, coins handed down from family, the tactile satisfaction of holding something tangible in a world increasingly dominated by digital transactions. The 2023 R1 coin taps into that sentiment. It bridges the gap between past and present. It's not just a coin. It's a conversation starter, a keepsake, and potentially a profitable investment. Now, you might be wondering, with all this talk, what's the real value of this coin? And that's the part that makes it truly exciting. While everyday coins circulate at face value, special editions like the 2023 R1 can fetch remarkable sums. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts are recognizing its worth, not as currency to spend, but as an asset to hold. And here's the payoff. Depending on its condition, rarity, and market demand, the South African R1 coin from 2023 has recently been valued at around $2,000. Yes, that's right. A coin you might have dismissed as everyday change can hold a value hundreds of times greater than its face. It's a perfect example of why paying attention to coins, history, and craftsmanship can lead to extraordinary discoveries. So, what does this mean for you? It means that if you're someone who appreciates history, quality, and the thrill of uncovering hidden treasures, keeping an eye on coins like the 2023 R1 isn't just a hobby. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to connect with a past that shaped the present, to hold something tangible in your hand that carries stories, and potentially, to make a smart investment along the way. As we wrap up, remember this: the world of coins is more than just money. It's history, art, and strategy combined. The 2023 R1 coin is a shining example of that, an unassuming object with extraordinary potential. It challenges us to look closer, to appreciate craftsmanship, and to recognize value where others might see only the ordinary. And for those who act wisely, it offers both sentimental and financial rewards. So, if you've enjoyed uncovering the story behind this coin, if you feel the thrill of discovery, make sure you subscribe now. We have countless stories waiting to be explored, each one with the potential to change how you see the everyday objects around you. And remember the figure we revealed today: that simple South African R1 coin from 2023? Its value is estimated at $2,000. A reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places, and that paying attention can be more rewarding than you ever imagined. Before we dive into something truly extraordinary, take a moment and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the amazing finds we uncover together. Trust me, you're going to want to be part of this journey. Now, let me take you back to a time when coins were more than just money. They were pieces of history, stories etched in metal, and treasures waiting quietly in your pocket or safe. Today, I want to share with you a coin that has captured the fascination of collectors around the world: the 1 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in 2021. But this isn't just any coin. It's one that carries a unique blend of history, design mastery, and rarity that makes it stand out in a way that commands attention. Imagine holding a coin that, at first glance, might seem ordinary. It's familiar in size and shape, something you might see in circulation, but there's a quiet brilliance to it. The 2021 1 Rand was minted during a period of great change and innovation in South Africa, a country rich in culture, wildlife, and natural resources. This coin doesn't just represent currency. It represents pride, identity, and a modern yet timeless connection to a nation's heritage. What sets this coin apart is its design. On one side, you have the enduring image of a springbok, South Africa's iconic antelope, a symbol of grace, strength, and agility. The springbok isn't just an animal, it's a national emblem, a reflection of South Africa's spirit. The designers captured its motion and poise so exquisitely that even seasoned collectors pause to admire the craftsmanship. The detail is astonishing. The muscles, the stance, the sense of life frozen in metal. It's almost as if the coin invites you to touch it, to feel the energy of the animal beneath your fingertips. Flip the coin over, and you're met with the simple yet powerful inscription marking it as 1 Rand, a coin meant for everyday use, but elevated into something collectible. There's an elegance in its simplicity, a quiet sophistication that appeals to those who have an eye for quality and a respect for history. The combination of modern minting technology with classic design elements ensures that this coin doesn't just sit in a collection. It stands out, commanding attention and admiration. Now, let's talk about rarity, because this is where things get truly exciting. The 2021 1 Rand coin wasn't produced in massive quantities like some circulation coins. It was struck in limited numbers, and collectors around the world know that limited production is the key to potential value. Every year, fewer coins survive in pristine condition. Most are spent, lost, or damaged, but the ones that remain untouched are like hidden gems waiting to be discovered by someone who appreciates their significance. For men in our age group, there's a certain thrill in owning something that is not just a piece of metal, but a tangible connection to history and art. It's the kind of collectible that sparks conversations, that you can proudly display, or even pass down to the next generation as a family treasure. You see, coins like the 2021 1 Rand don't just sit quietly. They carry stories, adventures, and a sense of accomplishment for the person who adds them to their collection. And there's also a fascinating aspect of how coins appreciate over time. What might have started as a coin worth its face value can, through rarity and collector demand, skyrocket into the thousands. And while the world of numismatics may seem complicated, the truth is simple. Quality, rarity, and historical significance are timeless criteria. And the 2021 1 Rand has all three in spades. It's a piece that appeals to seasoned collectors who know what to look for, as well as to those who are just discovering the thrill of coin collecting. You might ask, why now? Why talk about a coin from 2021 today? The answer lies in opportunity. Coins like this don't sit in the spotlight forever. Their value grows quietly, sometimes explosively, as more people recognize their significance. For men who appreciate history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of owning something truly special, now is the perfect time to learn about and invest in pieces like this. And let's not forget the emotional connection. There's a simple pleasure in holding a coin that others might overlook, appreciating the artistry, the precision, and the story behind it. It's a reminder that even in a world driven by technology, there are tangible treasures that speak directly to the senses. This coin invites you to pause, reflect, and connect with something real, something enduring. Collectors and investors alike have noticed this. The 2021 1 Rand is gaining recognition for its beauty and scarcity, attracting attention not only in South Africa, but internationally. Coin enthusiasts are always on the lookout for the next iconic piece, the coin that will define a collection, the coin that will generate excitement at auctions. And in that circle, the 2021 1 Rand has quietly but steadily carved out a name for itself. So, what does all this mean for you? It means that you're looking at more than a coin. You're looking at a potential cornerstone of a collection, a tangible investment, and a story piece that you can share with friends, family, or fellow collectors. It's a coin that bridges generations, connecting the past, present, and future in one small, powerful object. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value of this exceptional piece. While coins can vary in price based on condition, provenance, and demand, a pristine 2021 1 Rand has recently been recognized in collector circles as a remarkable find, commanding prices that might surprise you. In fact, one in mint condition has been noted to fetch upwards of $80,000. That's not just a number. It's a testament to its rarity, quality, and the respect it has earned among collectors worldwide. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone looking to start a meaningful hobby, the 2021 1 Rand coin is more than just a currency. It's a piece of history, an investment, and a story waiting to be told. And remember, by hitting that subscribe button at the beginning, you're joining a community of enthusiasts who understand the thrill of discovering hidden treasures and the joy of sharing them with others. Take a moment to imagine this coin in your collection, admired not just for its monetary value, but for the craftsmanship, history, and prestige it carries. That is the power of the 2021 1 Rand, and that is why it has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike. So, keep your eyes open, your curiosity alive, and your passion for history strong. Coins like the 2021 1 Rand don't come along every day, and when they do, they remind us why we collect, to connect with the past, celebrate artistry, and perhaps make a truly remarkable investment along the way.